Hello, beautiful people. It is Sunday. I just got back from a Xavier women's basketball game and I'm starving. So let's cook. I am making the viral little pickle dip right now just to kind of get me to the point where I'm not dying. And then after this, I'm going to cook a bunch of other stuff as well. Starting with shredding the cheese because I have to shred the cheese. It is Sunday. I have not made a video in my kitchen, especially like with my face showing. Honestly, and I couldn't even tell you how long. I feel like in a constant state of struggle when it comes to creating content because I'm always like, one, I'm not even really adding anything to this space, and two, I'm tired of like creating content for social media. Like, I want to be able to yap in peace and not have to worry about, you know, things being 3 minutes because I'm not on TikTok anymore. So Instagram is a lot stricter with its requirements. I don't like the way this looks, so we're not gonna use that. So I figured let's try to come back to YouTube and just see how it goes. I'm prepping dinner for the week. We're gonna chit chat and I'll be in a better spot come tomorrow. So right now I am prepping two things for lunch this week. The first is a smoked salmon salad, like that cucumber salad that was viral a while ago. I eat that pretty much every week. And then I want some pasta salad. So I bought protein pasta, veggies. I think I'm gonna do some chickpeas too. But I haven't decided about that yet. But just trying to have two super easy things on hand to make. I got a vegetable chopper for Christmas, and I used to be like, I don't need one. I like cutting vegetables by hand. I need one. This was amazing. This is the greatest thing ever. Just gotta commit. So I'm starting out with some shallots because both recipes that I am cooking tonight use shallot as well as what I'm having for dinner. So I'm going to separate this into my bowls and then put some to the side. I don't like the way the shallot looks. The rest of it looks, so I don't think I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna put some of this in each bowl and then set a little bit to the side for my dinner. But yeah, as I said before, I have just been in such a content rut lately and I'm really trying to get out of that. But I just really don't know how. Like, I love cooking, I love creating, and I don't look at content as like, this is gonna make me rich and I'll be able to quit my job one day. Like, it really is just something I do for the vibes, but I just don't feel as motivated as I did. And I know that like the winter months are rough too, so it's probably just a little bit of that. But I really wanna sit down and like figure out all these ideas I have floating around in my head. I bought this book. I can't remember the name of it, and I don't want my hands to stay clean, so I'll find it and put a picture of it in here. But I bought this book that's basically a bunch of recipes and little anecdotes from Black churches. And if you've watched any of my content, you'll know that Sunday dinner is something that's really important to me. It's something that I want, you know, my content to kind of be about. So I'm hoping that reading that book also helps me figure some things out as well. I thought about just doing a like cooking my way through that book, but that feels like a cop-out. And I want to do it more justice than that. So I think I'm gonna just sit down, read the whole book, look through some of the recipes, and then figure out how I want to integrate that into what I do. And even if I don't, you know, end up using it as content, I just think it's a really cool book to have. Just to learn about like the history of different Black churches and what they had going on. I recently got a promotion and it's a lot. Like, I went from being a individual contributor, only having to worry about myself, to now I'm a people manager, and that requires a lot more talking and just using some muscles that I don't necessarily use on a day-to-day basis. I also work from home, so I be feeling a little stir crazy in this house, and once I get off work, I just don't want to be here, which is honestly not even like me. Like, this winter that we've had in Ohio was so brutal that when the weather broke at like end of January, beginning of February, I've been outside ever since. That's another reason why I'm in here prepping all this food, because I looked at my bank account like, no way you're spending all of this going out to eat every week. So while it has been fun, I'm really having a great time. Obviously, you know, being with my friends. I'm a regular at a bar now. Shout out to Braxton Brewery. I love it there. So I just need to find a healthy balance between like doing the things that I care about, like creating content, finding time to have fun, and not spending all my money on you know, food and being outside. Okay, cucumber is done and nicely chopped. I'm going to do the same thing with the peppers, and then I'll be back. I also bought a different type of smoked salmon this time. This is Honey Smoked Fish Co. Honey Smoked Salmon. I usually just get the like regular ones that are already like shredded and skinless, but the flavor made me curious, so. Actually, I like this a lot. It has a bit of a firmer texture than the smoked salmon that I usually use. So I'm just gonna put this in. I don't like salmon skin, I'm sorry. Sue me. I might need to cut that up actually. So like I said, this is literally just the same old smoked salmon or cucumber salad recipe that's been floating around the internet forever. Honestly, I think I have too many veggies and not enough salmon, but we're here now, so we're gonna have to deal. I usually prefer to make this on the same day I'm gonna eat it because I don't like for it to get watery, but I know my mental capacity these days, and if I don't make it now, it's not gonna get done. This is so full, but we're gonna keep going. Let me go wash my hands really quick. They're all fishy. I think the original recipe is boursin and whipped cream, and that's it, but I do a little Greek yogurt too, just because I don't always have the healthiest diet. So if I can do little stuff like add some Greek yogurt to a recipe to give it a little bit more protein, why not? If you're grossed up that I'm about to put this spoon, the same spoon in this whipped cream, it's almost empty, so it's okay. This is so full. I might have to close it and shake it just because of how full it is. And then the last thing that I need to add to this is some boursin. I'm gonna use the shallot and chive one just because I already have shallots in there. And then I usually just season real simple with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of salad supreme. Cause I love salad supreme and I put it on everything. I'm gonna use like a half a block of boursin. I feel like that's fair. This is so cool. I don't know how I'm about to mix this up, but let us pray. Good catch. Wash my hands again. I can't even talk because I just need to concentrate on trying to get this mixed up. All right, salt, pepper, salad supreme, it definitely needs more seasoning, but I think I'm gonna make that a future me problem. Smoked salmon cucumber salad. Clean all this up, and then we'll get started on the pasta salad. This just needs cheese and spaghetti now, and we're done. But I have to shred the cheese myself because I hate bagged cheese, so that sucks. I try to shred it the day I buy it, but that just doesn't always happen. I do have a KitchenAid shredder, but then who wants to clean all the attachment parts? I'm a Colby Jack girl, but for some reason I bought mild cheddar too, so that's what we're gonna use for the pasta salad. And then I have Parmesan for dinner, so I'm gonna shred them both right now. I've been stuck in the rut of seasonal depression for quite some time. So with the weather getting a little better, I'm happy that my mood is as well. I'm sure we're gonna have some more cold days in there. I think we're actually supposed to get some snow tomorrow, but as long as it's not 20 inches like the last time, I'm fine. I just want to get better about doing things like prepping food because I was so good for so long about making sure that I had my meals planned out, tell how good it was for my health. I've been slacking for probably like the last 2 or 3 months, and my skin, my body, my energy levels, like all of it, you can tell. Summer's just around the corner and I'm excited for brighter days, literally and figuratively. I'm so close to being done prepping these lunches I just need the pasta to get done and then to like season up the pasta salad once it's all assembled. My biggest thing is that I don't want to make too much of this. I cook like my house has 7 people in it and I'm tired of wasting food. So I made not even half the box of pasta. This is like a third of the block of cheese. I had to use all those cucumbers because they were gonna go bad, but I think that this is like literally just enough for me to eat for a couple days for lunch, and that is the goal. This is silly, but I want to do as much as I can right now, so I'm just gonna start eyeballing the dressings and the seasonings right now while I wait for the pasta to finish. I know this isn't really the right way to do it because I'm not really gonna know how much I need until I add the spaghetti, but it feels like I'm getting stuff done faster. I know I can make my own Italian dressing, but I just don't. Salad supreme, because I feel like pasta salad has to have salad supreme. And then I'll just do some salt for now. Wait for the pasta. I accidentally bought thin spaghetti, which I'm kind of sad about, but it'll be fine. This, I'm definitely not even gonna think about eating until Tuesday. I wanna give the flavors some time to really come together. I think I still might have made too much. It still kind of feels like a lot, I'm not gonna lie. We have our second week prep cooked protein pasta salad. Again, I cook for myself. If this grosses you out, I don't know what to tell you. Yummy. I think there's a little bit more dressing and a lot more salad supreme. But once that like sits and marinates, it's gonna be delicious. All right, last thing I need to do is cook dinner, but I'm not hungry from tasting all this, so I'm gonna come back and do that in a little bit. We're back. Finally time to cook dinner. Full transparency, my stove is not as clean as I would like it to be, so y'all are just gonna get the mise en place and then me assembling this. I saw this on the internet. I didn't save the video, so we're gonna pray I know what I'm doing. I'm basically making carbonara with cabbage. That seems simple enough. I don't think I'm gonna lose it if I don't have a recipe. This is cabbage and shallot that I'm going to cook with the pancetta. This is the Parmesan. I grated 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. Go wash my hands. Black pepper to this, or cracked pepper to this. Shout out to my grandpa for buying me these. Adding black pepper because carbonara has black pepper in it. Of course, I love these little deli containers. They make it so much easier to prep stuff like this. I think I should put a little bit more Parmesan cheese in here, so I'm gonna do that. Bucatini pasta, because I have some left from when I made some caviar pasta. That's over on Instagram if you're curious. Time to assemble our pasta. I always undercook bucatini, so I'm praying I did it right this time. So basically what needs to happen now is I need to take this egg and cheese and pepper mixture and put it into here. So egg and cheese, this is cabbage, pancetta, and bucatini pasta, a little bit of shallot, and then this is pasta water just so I can get the broth going. I'm going to put a little bit of pasta water in here just to try to like help temper it too. Basically the goal is just to not end up with scrambled egg pasta. Okay. Put pasta water. I'm so nervous. In our parm situation. And now we're just gonna mix and hope that it comes together without my eggs being scrambled. I'm nervous. And that is literally, if you're ever wondering how you make carbonara. Eggs, Parmesan, and black pepper mixed together. Cook some pancetta and mix it all together. It is starting to get very creamy. I do not think I need more pasta water. I hope this was, you know, an entertaining little format for my cooking videos. I definitely think I'm gonna keep doing this, give it a fair shake and see if I like it. I think that, long story short, it's Sunday. I wanted to cook. I need to take better care of myself, and I want to create content without being limited to 3 minutes. So thank y'all for spending some time with me. I'm gonna keep stirring and plate this up, and I'll probably be back to taste it on camera, because how terrible of me would it be to make all this and then not taste it. I plate food to save my life. A food photography class is on my list of things I would like to do, but let's try it. This is delicious. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later.